Welcome to CATEX TV. My name is Frank Fortunato. Today is Tuesday, January 17, 2012. While the Concordia disaster off the west coast of Italy continues to expand, 29 people are still missing. However, now there's a potential environmental disaster lurking, which we really should have thought of. There are 500,000 gallons of fuel oil on board the ship. The mayor of the small town near which the ship foundered said that an ecological time bomb is lurking. A spokesman for the Dutch company that's been hired to offload the fuel said that it could take up to 3 weeks. The spokesman said that in a situation like this, every hour counts, because if something happens and that spills and there's damage, then you have a very big ecological catastrophe. The area in which the ship ran aground is a protected sanctuary for dolphins, porpoises, and whales. Meanwhile, insured losses from the ship could result in claims of up to $1 billion, which would make it in absolute terms the largest marine loss ever. The Exxon Valdez disaster in 1989 brought about insured losses of about $500 million. The ship owner, Carnival Group, confirmed that it has a $30 million deductible for damage on the vessel. The ship is valued at about $510 million. It's expected to be out of action for at least a year, if not permanently. The ship's captain is being questioned now and could be charged with manslaughter. If he's found guilty, then hull underwriters for that $510 million could seek to reclaim their losses from liability insurers. The vessel has $3 billion in liability cover. Chevron had an explosive situation off the coast of Nigeria yesterday, as you see by this flaming rig. There are a number of people still missing. They're still searching for missing workers on board the rig, but they're also looking at a $200 million loss as a result of the fire off Nigeria. Meanwhile, in Nigeria, the president announced that the union leaders have called off a week-long nationwide strike that had been threatening to shut down the oil export production. In the United States, the Insurance Services Office and the Property Casualty Insurers Association of America revealed that the U.S. market produced a net profit of a shade under $8 billion for 2011. The only problem is that in 2010 they had profits of $27 billion. The reason? The loss on underwriting went from $6.3 billion to about $35 billion. That's all due to catastrophes. In Greece today, striking workers have brought the city to a standstill, the city of Athens. Ferries have been stopped, the airplanes have been left at the gate. Meanwhile, officials from the International Monetary Fund, the European Union, and the European Central Bank are in town to talk about efforts to put together the rescue package that Greece needs to stay afloat. However, Fitch ratings rained on the parade. They say Greece is insolvent and probably won't be able to honor a bond payment in March. In Romania, the Prime Minister has warned anti-government protesters that violence will not be tolerated. This is after days of protest in the capital. And 2 Januaries ago, in January 2010, there was a crash of a 737-800 after taking off from Beirut airport. It was an Ethiopian Airlines. It killed all 90 people on board. Lebanese authorities released the safety report today on the crash. It said that it was due to pilot error. The Lebanese said what's clear is that there were errors on the part of the pilot and co-pilot who are entirely responsible for the plane crash. According to the report released last night, the pilot and co-pilot had been working non-stop for 51 days in a row and were exhausted when the 737 went down minutes after takeoff. Lebanese said that the plane was sound and that the transcript of the exchange between the pilots and the tower said that there had been no problem. The Ethiopian Airlines immediately responded saying the crash was undoubtedly due to either sabotage, a lightning strike, or perhaps the plane had been shot down. The Lebanese authorities said that that's not correct. That's the news for today. If we have any breaking news, we'll come back and tell you. If not, thank you for watching and we'll see you tomorrow.